Want your food channel to look as tasty as the food in your videos? Is there a recipe for delicious click-worthy thumbnails? We're going to find out in this episode of Thumbnail Haul. You're watching Thumbnail Haul, a series where I share thumbnail designs for your inspiration. In this episode, we're taking a look at how food channels design their thumbnails. Most food-related channels simply use food photography as their thumbnails, but these channels put a little more extra effort in their branding, and that's why they're featured on this show. For trendy treats, check out this channel segment, Eat the Trend. I watched the episode where they made cookie shots, and I didn't actually have a cookie mold, a cup mold, so I used dollar store shot glasses. Let's just say it did not work out. Anyway, for this thumbnail design, there's nothing too impressive here. We've got your simple logo placement on the bottom left corner, and it is a stencil logo, which is kind of cool because you can see through it. Using a logo consistently on your thumbnails helps viewers recognize your content quicker, so points for that, but considering their channel name, I just expected more pop in their design. Jamie Oliver, the Gordon Ramsay of YouTube, I would say, except his thumbnails aren't such a kitchen nightmare. Jamie's also using a consistent logo across all his thumbnails, but rather than having it traditionally horizontal, he rotates it vertically and aligns it to the left of all his thumbs. This would fall into the category of sidebar style thumbnail design. Points for having a more colorful logo, Jamie. Good color combo there, and even matches the channel banner. If you're looking for bento box ideas, this is a great channel to check out. And if you're looking for inspiration on how to produce entertaining cooking videos, definitely watch one of Alyssa's and take notes. As for the thumbnails, this channel has a clear color scheme of purple, green, and white. Very munchy colors, I would say. And they're going in a news bar style design with a banner-like edge, giving it a little more flair. It kind of looks like a bookmark. I definitely click on videos claiming to have larger-than-life versions of food on them because I need to know, how did they make it so big and can they eat it? I haven't seen many of this channel's videos to know the answers, but what I do know is that I like the bold red background. There's not a lot of use of red in thumbnails in the YouTube space outside of some red text, so definitely a good standout color. You know how, like, stop signs are red to alert you to stop? Well, this thumbnail is basically doing the same thing, but, like, to your eyes on your browser. So, combined with a large crop photo of the giant food in question, which really paints a picture and sells the message of, look how big this is, you gotta click it. Also, bonus points for slapping those big brand logos on there. People know those companies, so naturally, they'll be curious. Here's another channel that features giant foods, only they're made of cake. Strawberry cake, baked potato cake, giant eclair cake, pizza cake. What a great idea to combine two popular things on YouTube, giant food and cake. Anyway, what I love about these thumbnails is that there is a lot of personality. We've got some box text so you can read what the video is about. And you got Yolanda smiling with the cake with a white outline situation. And of course, my favorite feature, the colorful pattern background. That takes a lot of effort. And Yolanda, she knows how to make her thumbnails as bold as her cakes. Yes, it's another cake channel, but in my entire YouTube consumption experience, which has thousands and thousands of hours under it, I've never come across a male cake decorator, so we're welcome. The cakes featured on this channel aren't giant, but they are intricate. Even more fancy are their thumbnails. And I don't mean fancy like pip pip doodly doo fancy. I just mean like they have an elegance to them. And I have yet to come across a thumbnail using a black background. Actually, in this case, it's a backdrop. And especially behind cakes, you know, that's kind of weird. But for this channel, it definitely works. So points for being different, points for the clever logo, and points for consistency with the thumbnails. Not with the banner design, though. Yo ho ho, it's Ro of YouTube Royalty. This nerdy nummy is using what I call the classic YouTuber style of white outlined photo combined with a bright color toned background and a sprinkle of some emojis. While Rosanna doesn't use this technique for all her thumbnails, a majority of her collab videos do, only they just have different color tones and emojis. So if you want to fit in with cool kids, this is definitely the technique to follow. I saved the dessert for last. We've got your colorful cupcake creations, say that 5 times fast, here brought to you by our design savvy boy, Nick. This channel's thumbnails are rainbow explosions you can't ignore. Besides the yummy, perfectly lit close-up cupcake photos, we've got a two-toned gradient background. That's two-toned. As before, we only seen one with one tone. And this has 2. Let's just take a few seconds to admire this beauty. Top it off with a simple logo that doesn't try to steal the spotlight and balances out the composition, and you've got yourself a thumbnail masterpiece. Can you tell how much I love this thumbnail? So, those were some examples of food channel designs. Are you hungry now? I sure am. There's quite some competition in the food channel space, and that's why it's important for you to have distinguished branded thumbnails so you can stand out amongst the crowd. While some of these channels do bait you with outrageous, out-of-the-ordinary recipes, your first interaction will always be with your thumbnails, so make sure yours looks delicious. A common theme I found amongst most of these channels is the strong use of color. They don't rely on food photography to draw the viewer's eye. Since there are dozens of channels teaching the same recipes, having a signature look and style gives your channel a professional edge, telling viewers, don't check out those other thumbnails that have no design. I'm more legit. Click on my video. If you want to check out any of the channels featured in this video, I've linked them in the description below. This has been Thumbnail Haul Food Edition. Hey, what's up? Awesome here. Thank you for watching another episode of Thumbnail Haul. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what your favorite thumbnail is. If you want to see more thumbnail hauls, I created a playlist. You can check it out in the YouTube card over there. And if you're interested, I also do design tutorials. So if you're looking to learn how to design better thumbnails to get more clicks, consider subscribing. Awesome out.